What is going on out there, YouTube? I am the Anonymous Prepper, and welcome back to the channel. Surprise, surprise, you get to see part of my pretty face today. It's been a little while. Been a little bit busy. I've done a few product reviews here and there, but it has finally happened. The big moment, the big shebang. Years ago, I'd say around the end of 2020, I had started a prepping channel. My other channel, which is still in limbo, unfortunately. And I had mentioned this numerous times. What will you do when World War III actually happens? And now it's happening. And to clarify something first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, because now you got the left and you got the right. They're attacking each other. And they're looking for targets, per se. To say, oh no, it's full-on chaos already. Well, that hasn't happened yet. And then you have the other side. Oh no, nothing's gonna happen. He did what he had to do. Which technically, I agree on it, per se. But there is also the repercussions of your actions. Which, like a double-edged sword. If we didn't do anything, they would have had access to a nuke. If we did something, now we have to deal with what's going to happen. Iran's going to close the Strait of Hormuz. This is a very big thing right now. Because I've talked to a number of people on different social media platforms and in person. And a number of these people are acting like, whoa, what's going to happen if they do that? Nothing's going to happen. Do you understand how shipping works? What do you need to ship your goods? That is by vehicle, by boat. You need fuel. Fuel comes from oil. Oil goes through the Strait of Hormuz. Over 20% worth. Probably even a bit more than that, but around 20%. So the fact that that's closed, guess what's going to happen? Oil can't go through there. Oil has to find other routes to get to places. And in context means less fuel. Means your gas prices are going to go up. Your grocery prices are going to go up. Everything is going to go up. Your electricity, your natural gas for your gas bill. Which means, to clarify, if this continues with what's happening with Iran, going into the wintertime, you're going to have a lot of problems heating your house. Getting to work because of fuel. It's going to hit your paychecks. It's going to hit your bank accounts. It's going to hit everything hard. And what I don't understand is why can't people simply just agree and disagree? They have to turn into a 5-year-old throwing a tantrum. Oh no, that's not going to happen. Oh my God, this is going to happen. People, what is so hard about using simple logic here? If there is the possibility of an emergency, hence why prepping exists, why can't you simply just handle your business? Instead of attacking each other, instead of bickering, instead of blaming another side. Because what will you do if it gets really bad? No other reasons, a very simple thing here. What will you do if things get really bad? And another thing, too, with preppers in the prepping community. I've been observing and watching very closely. Trust me, I have. I'd show you my setup right now, but my place is a mess at the moment. I've been watching different platforms, different people, just to observe what everybody is thinking right now. You got your panickers, your overthinkers, your people that are like, oh, well, nothing's happened yet. Something could happen, which is the best mindset to have. But also, at the same time, you got to get ahead of the game. This is why I got into prepping. I've had a lot of experience from the time I was a teenager with, having to survive. When you're digging out of dumpsters as a teenager to eat, and it's freezing cold outside, you have nowhere to sleep. Your body and mind is tested. Now, imagine what you're going to do, say right now. You're at home having a casual day. You got food in your fridge. But what are you going to do when it really gets bad and you can't get access to certain foods or no food at all? Then you're thinking like, why is this happening? I don't understand this. Like everything was just fine the other day because you chose to ignore. You chose to procrastinate. You chose to, and I'm not trying to take a shot here, but you're choosing to look up and not pay attention. You're choosing to rely on too many things to distract yourself. You are a human being. You control your life. Just like you have to help out your family. If you have young children, you have to take care of them too. They can't think in their heads, well, I could look up at the sky and, think with my heart and I'll be okay. Teach them to hunt. Teach them to fish. To make a fire. What to do in emergencies. How to build a bug out bag. What to do in a bad nuclear event. What to do in the event of a T attack. What to do in the event of so on and so forth. Emergency plans. Emergency plans. It's the most simplest thing, emergency plans. Or getting ahead of the game. Keeping your fridge full, keeping the pantry full, taking care of your animals too. Right now, I don't want to call it a grace period, but right now is like, what's the best analogy I could use here? It's like having a campfire. You got the fire going. It's not that big yet, but you have all the logs there and are slowly starting to build up the fire. In about, 20 minutes, that fire is going to be huge. Versus like right now, what's going on? In a couple of days, maybe a week, that fire is going to be huge. We have to learn emergency preparedness. Too many people I know look for excuses. Too many people procrastinate on things. Doing simple little things and handling your business is not that hard. Times are very hard too. Do not get me wrong. Times are definitely hard. But there are things you can do to get help. Get some extra assistance. Buy things for cheap if you need to. Or if you have to, there's options for programs to get extra clothing. Get things to help build you up to be prepared for what could happen. That's what we need to be doing. Not sitting here looking up at the sky. Not sitting here pointing the finger at somebody else. Do you want to be ready or not? Because if you're not, and you're going to make a joke about it, which is another thing, people use humor because they want to ignore what could happen. Then you're just being stupid. And that's fine. And of course, I'll get attacked for it. Nothing new there. It's happened to me many times. Whatever makes you feel good about yourself, that's what I always say. Because guess at the end of the day who's going to be fine? I know I'm going to be fine. I already know what I need to do. I have practiced. Got what I need. Handled my business. Did what I need to do. Now, the question is, what are you going to do? Go online. Very simple things. Get a bug out prepared list. Start with a bug out bag. Literally, you got Amazon, you got Walmart, you have Target, dollar stores. Take $20 and go to the dollar store right now and get a first aid kit built. Get some batteries. Get a flashlight. You can do all that for about $20 still. Have, your Neosporin, your, generic version of that. Pain relievers, allergy medicines, Band-Aids, bandages, flashlight. And then you progress. Get a power bank. Your food, all the things you're going to need. I've made so many videos over the years about bug out bags, items to get. And I don't want to repeat myself again about these types of things because it's been long enough to where you should know these things now. At least half of the population in the United States should know this. Some people still make excuses like, well, I'm poor. I can't afford it. I've been there too. I work my butt off on night shift. Every night. I don't live in a luxurious house. I have an apartment. But, at the end of the day, I make sure to make it work for me. Because, gotta handle business. Excuse me. But, the days of excuses are over. Now it's about choices. Option A, handle your business. Option B, ignore things, look up at the sky, think of things, and just think, oh, I know in my heart everything's going to be fine because I have a good feeling. Use your head. It's better to have something and not need it versus needing something and not having it. Make your choice, folks. Tick, talk. Tick, talk. Handle your business, folks.